What to do, YouTube? MGM for Life here. Got another Gen 6 Wi-Fi battle for you. This time it's against Dazee. She is also from GameFAQs. So we're going to get another person with a female name but a male sprite. So annoying. Alright, well, going to call her a girl. So I'm going to lead off with my Galvantula as always. And I'm going to go straight for the Sticky Web. Because I have a Focus Sash, I can do that. And it helps support my meta jam. She goes straight for the Fire Blast, not playing any games. Bringing me down to my stash. And obviously the Sandstorm will take me out after that. So she's playing a bit more offensive with her T-Tar, and a lot of people lead off with T-Tar. So now I'm going to go into Meta Champ. I'm going to Mega Evolve here. Now I know she has a Gengar, so I predicted her to switch into it, and I went for the Ice Punch, but she actually doesn't do that. She's going to go straight for Stealth Rock instead, and I was so afraid that when I saw her stay in that she was going to go for Crunch or just straight up kill me. But I found out the reason why she stayed in was because she was Focus Sashed later. I was like, why did you stay in without I have Focus Sash? So I'm going to go for a Bullet Punch here just because I know it'll take out the T-Tar, and just in case she wants to switch into her Gengar. Now I can 2-hit KO that with the Bullet Punch. But she just switches into Conkeldurr, wow, it's called Counter, I don't know why I call it Conkeldurr. She switches into Fortress, and I just KO that with a Fire Punch job. I didn't want her rapid spinning my Sticky Web away, so I'm really glad she switched into that. Now she's going to go into her Gengar. I cannot stay in here because I'm not going to be able to OHKO with the Bullet Punch from full HP. So she's going to go straight for the Sludge Bomb, and I'm going to eat that up because I am freaking specially defensive. Now she's going to switch out here and go into her Zoomerl. I predict that and go for the Thunderbolt here. Now, she also has a Sylveon, so I thought she might go for that. And this is where I really wish I had Sludge Bomb, honestly. But she's going to go for the Aqua Jet, knowing that she's going to die here. And because of Sticky Web, my slow as dirt Dragalge will still outspeed a Zoomerl. So now she's going to go out into her Salamence. And I really wanted to go for Dragon Tail here. Like, you guys have no idea how badly I wanted to go for Dragon Tail right there. But I couldn't risk it because I needed my my Dragalge to take on that Gengar. So I'm going to have to go into Gliscor because it can take on Salamence, or so I thought. But that does so much damage because of the level 50 mechanics. I don't have my full defense, and it's not exactly half either. So, he does a lot of damage, so I am able to survive, luckily get off a Toxic, and I'm going to be able to protect here, get some more HP back, and get some more Toxic stalling damage on here. And basically, I have to hope that either she doesn't have a Fire move or she doesn't predict my switch into Ferrothorn, which is a very, very obvious switch. I almost didn't want to do it because it was too obvious, but I still can't judge her skill level fully just yet. She does get a crit with a Dragon Claw, and I was like, oh my god, hacks. But honestly, it doesn't matter because I'm pretty sure that she's going to have some sort of fire move to deal to handle Pokemon like Ferrothorn, and she does have the Fire Blast. She doesn't miss, fortunately for me, and takes me out, although I wouldn't really want her to miss. So, but now the Cell Range is at a much lower amount of HP, and actually just straight dies off. I thought it was actually going to survive so I could Bullet Punch, but it does die off, luckily. So now she goes into her Sylveon. I'm going to go out into my Meta Champ. Not a very good switch for me. I can't really take off this Sylveon with one hit. So I'm going to switch out, go to my Gardevoir, expecting a Fairy-type move, but instead she goes for the Wish. I guess just scouting to see, what I could do to her, how much damage I could do to her Sylveon. So here I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp just to burn the Sylveon. I know that Sylveon can't really do much to me outside of Toxic, and I really don't need Gardevoir for too much on her team, so I'm okay with that. Now, I forgot, I knew that she was going to Toxic, so maybe I should have gone for Wish because I know that it had Synchronize, and I completely forgot about my Synchronize ability. That would have been nice to have just to Toxic it instead, but actually the burn actually is going to turn out to be much better than the Toxic. You'll see that later. So I'm going to switch out into my Gliscor. Not really sure why. I guess maybe I think I predicted her to go for the Protect, so I wanted to free switch on my Gliscor, and then I could taunt her and start going for Earthquakes and stuff. But she switches out into Tyranitar. I figured that she was going to leave it in since Tyranitar really does nothing for her team. It got the Stealth Rocks up. It took down a Pokemon, so it's really done its job. So now she's going to go out into her Gengar, and I really wish I'd had the opportunity to set up Stealth Rocks. Now, because I know Gengar doesn't have like a Life Orb or anything like that, I was hoping that maybe at near full HP I could take one Shadow Ball, but this was obviously wishful thinking because again, level 50 mechanic. Also, I'm at like 75%, so I'm pretty sure I would die anyway, even at level 100. But I am racking up some extra sand damage on it. Now I go into my Dragalge here, and this is where the hack starts happening. So she's going to go for the Shadow Ball, gets a special defense fall, and I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse, though luckily I'm able to get some damage off on this thing, and it is in a range now where Bullet Punch will kill it, so it didn't really matter, honestly, but because the hail stopped, had she not got a special defense fall, I would have been able to take that second Shadow Ball and KO it with a Dragon Pulse, but it doesn't really matter, honestly, because it's low enough, and that's all Dragalge's on the team for us to deal with Mega Gengar. So I'm able to kill it off with a Bullet Punch. So now her last Pokemon is going to be the Sylveon. And I was hoping that maybe it was specially defensive, but this bullet punch does a lot. I was like, oh yeah, that's great damage, but it was a crit. Now honestly, that crit didn't matter because of the burn, and because of the fact that she went for Toxic there, I would have just been able to 2-hit KO her with the bullet punch anyway, even if she had gone for Protect like she did here. Because burn actually eliminates her leftovers, she would actually be losing health, so going for Protect would actually hurt her instead of help her in the long run. So the crit didn't matter. It actually just sped things up, because obviously if she went for the exact same moves, only I didn't get a crit, obviously I would have been able to take her out on the next turn. So that's going to do it for this battle. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, like, all the other good stuff, and I'm out of here. Deuces.